Hello there, Musto0063, back for I Want to Kill the Kamilia, and this is stage 4. And from this point on, things probably are going to start to get really quite tricky. Now, I'll completely mess up. I'll confess on this one that when I kind of first played it, I was kind of a bit stumped as to what on earth you do here. The idea is you collect 4 of these little icons and they presumably spell something out, but you know what, I've never really kind of paid too much attention to what they do spell out. And I'll happily confess that when I first got to this, I kind of thought there must be an order in which you have to collect the letters, but there are 24 combinations in which you could collect these 4, and I really didn't want to bugger about you know, going through potentially 24 combinations. Knowing my solid luck, it would be the 24th and final combination of the bloody set that I got. So yeah, I'll confess that I looked up at someone's Let's Play of this to find out what order I needed to collect these little icons in. So yeah, I guess I probably somewhat cheated on this little bit. But I mean, obviously I still had to do the screen, which is kind of annoying. It's just time consuming really. There's nothing here that I don't think's all that terribly bad, but a lot of these kind of jumps are not gimmies, so it's just a little bit kind of intricate, and yeah, it just takes a long time to kind of, if you do mess up, resetting yourself from the start. So getting out of those is a jump I particularly don't like. Can I get in here? Can I get out? Yes, right. I think, I don't know, please tell me I've not messed up the order in which I need to do this. I don't think I have, so I think I should be okay now, provided I don't mess up the jump right at the very end. Oh! Oh, all that good playing on the previous 3 stages just come completely round to bite me there. Wonderful, I've got to do all that again. You obviously would have seen the order in which I collected those icons here, but obviously just to spell it out, if you go for the one that's higher up on the left first, and then go for the one in the bottom right second, bottom left third, and then obviously the one remaining one that's the higher one on the right as the 4th one. God damn it! That's the order in which you need to collect the icons, and I could be here for quite some time now. What I'm doing at the very beginning here is there's obviously little kind of triggers in the kind of little areas. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this, but basically on the right hand side, top left and right, there are these kind of there's a spike on the ceiling and a spike on the floor. You need to kind of jump in between there in order to trigger a bunch of spikes from the lower areas to raise up, just so that you can actually make it down. So that's what I'm doing at the start, and since I want to collect the first icon on the left hand side, I go to the right hand side and do the triggering there first. In case you're wondering why I'm going up the middle, I think you can't actually make it, having got down, you can't now really make it up. As you see on the top left hand and right hand side of the screens, I can't really possibly make that jump, which means I've got to go up through the middle. So thank you, didn't mess that up this time, and we can move on. This is just a little kind of a spike timing game, which I've obviously just messed up on. Once you get in the rhythm of it, it's not too bad, but obviously you just got to kind of get used to when you need to jump. But as you can see here, I think I did that maybe second go, so that wasn't really terribly too bad. Let's not jump into the spike there on my way. I'm getting out of that screen. This is a button pushing screen. I don't know whether it's from I Wanna Be the Crimson or not. The colour scheme of the stage would lend itself to thinking that it might well be that, but I don't know. Basically, that switch there at the top left got rid of a set of spikes on the right hand side of the screen, which I previously wouldn't have been able to get past. Or one spike right there toward the bottom right that I wouldn't possibly be able to get past without removing it. So just thought I'd missed the platform there. So yeah, I need to go up to the top left first. I also need to stop dying on a really simple bit. Once I've cleared that path, I can obviously go up to the top right. There's a switch up there. That will get rid of the 2 spikes that you kind of see blocking my path to the left-hand side of the screen. Watch out for that fake out. Just when you think you've made a jump, it extends the path of the spikes. Although now I think I'm actually okay. Yeah, now that I've died, I'm actually okay with just getting past the 4 of them. I swear that spike at the bottom. Did I not? Maybe I didn't hit the switch. I don't know. As I was going down there, I noticed I died. I swear. I don't know why I'm saving there either. But having already saved, I swear that for God's sake, stop hitting that spike. Yeah, the spike at the bottom right there was still there. So I presume I obviously hadn't hit the switch, which obviously would have meant I couldn't have made any progress anyway. So I'd have had to have restarted the thing anyway. Right. Spikes are going to trigger here on the floor, so don't just drop down to the left. You need to make a big jump. And the video's getting on a bit, so that's probably a time for a cut. Okay, back again. And if you're wondering what on earth's going on, well, the gimmick to this screen is that there are some lights some little kind of lights on the screen, or lamps or whatever, and you have to shoot them in order to keep the screen lit. So basically what I was doing at the end of the previous video, I don't think I've made a very good job of that. What I was doing while I was waiting for the previous video, damn it, waiting for the previous video to save, I just left the game, game running, and of course the thing just went blacker and blacker and blacker. So that's what you were treated to when this video started. Is there another trigger that's supposed to happen? Yeah, I thought there was another one that was supposed to happen. I need to get out of here quick, not that quick, but I need to get out quick than that so that I don't end up with a black screen. There are lots of different kind of triggers that are kind of happening in this screen, so you need to go to various different places in order to trigger various spikes out. I needed to go up there in order to trigger this one that you keep seeing happening coming up from the floor, otherwise I couldn't make it in the area. I need to trigger these ones to go up so that I can now go up if I can make my way back up to that save. And all the while trying to be somewhat quick so that the light doesn't completely fade. So this is I do find this screen quite tricky. Particularly as it seems to be getting dark very, very soon. I should be okay now, provided I don't make a colossal mess of this. Good. And we'll save up here now, so I'm fine with that trigger. Right, now when you get through here, when you get through there, come on. Oh, for the love of God. Really? There we go. Right, you need to run because that spike kind of comes down and you have no time whatsoever. Once you get through there, hit the light or the lamp, by the way, otherwise you're going to end up with pitch darkness. You get a whole succession of cliff jumps because these spikes kind of come up and you need to make your way all the way to the top, and that was pretty good. But yeah, it's a long succession of cliff jumps, and they can be really quite irritating. So, as can this spike here actually. But yeah, cliff jumps are not my favourite, but yeah. I particularly hate the fact that they put a whole bunch of them there for you to go through, but oh well. There's a whole bunch of triggers here that I completely forgot where the hell they all are. I remember the first bit quite well. I'm quite impressed with that. I'm pretty sure this one above the ledge triggers here. Maybe it doesn't. I'm just going to be like a complete idiot, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, I'm pretty sure it does trigger. A whole bunch of scary looking triggers there, but none of them, if you just kind of stay where you are, actually hit you. So as scary as they might look, there's really nothing to worry about there. From these kind of screens, I really don't mind so much because they put a whole bunch of saves all over the place. A lot of these kind of jumps are irritating and somewhat intricate, and yeah, if you don't have like a whole bunch of saves all over the place, this screen would be quite nasty. But you know, bung it, you've got 4 saves in this screen, so it really is not too terribly bad. And hello, I want to kill the guy. This screen can be quite fun. I swear that there's like a shortcut to this, or something's kind of not done, or you can do it maybe the way that the creator hadn't intended. I don't know if this isn't an exact copy. I don't know why I saved that. I don't think this is an exact copy of the, that was terrible, I don't know why I did that. An exact copy of a screen from I Want to Kill the Guy, but it's kind of like using similar kind of gimmicks, or the style of the screen certainly is. But yeah, when we get to the end, and hopefully we will, I'm sure there's a kind of like a shortcut to do this, to clearing this. But yeah, before we get there, there are kind of these little switches, red and yellow, that turn the electricity on and off, and you have to hit them. I think unlike I Want to Kill the Guy, in which you can either walk through them or shoot them, and here you have to shoot them. Yeah, this area here, I swear, if I don't mess up my timing here, that you're meant to do something up in that area above the bullet bills here, but if you just jump up and shoot the electricity, the one I just did there, you can just walk through this, so I'm not quite sure if that's as it was intended, or not. But yeah, it's certainly a little shortcut, in case any of you need it. This screen, I remember, goes on for a while. It also lags the hell out of my laptop, so given we're at 5 minutes for the recording, there's no way I'm going to get through this in the next minute or even two, so I'm going to take a quick cut here before we attempt to get through this screen. Okay, let's jump in the Vic Viper and try and make our way through this segment. It doesn't start off too bad, it's just in terms of speed of the thing anyway, but once we start having to deal with fruit dodging, then I suspect that's where it's going to start lagging quite a bit. I'm already noticing a little bit. I've probably not an awful lot much to say about this screen. One thing to note is that you can shoot the fruit. Depending on what colour the fruit is, they do different things. So the red ones kind of, or these red ones anyway, kind of will just go in a kind of a circle. The yellow ones here kind of fan out. Yeah, I mean basically just dodge as best you can, and if there's any you can shoot, then take your opportunity to do so. I'm noticing the lag's getting quite substantial now. When you get to certain points in the screen, you'll obviously find that the fruit doesn't quite reach as far as you, and you can obviously hit a save point. But yeah, there's not an awful lot really to say about this screen. It's a little bit slow, particularly with the lag, but that's not necessarily the game's fault or the screen's fault or whatever. That's just the crumminess of my laptop. But yeah, it goes on for quite a while, so it just kind of drags out. As you can see now, I'm kind of past where the yellow fruit here can actually reach me. You might be able to see a little tiny remnants of a message popping up in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen here now, which is, funnily enough, a high CPU usage notice for this game. So, as you can now tell, it's running quite slowly. These, I'm terrible with colours. These look a little more like kind of turquoise, or I wouldn't really call them green or blue, but I'd kind of call them turquoise. They kind of home in on me. At the moment, as you see, they can't quite reach me. But from this point on now, really, they'll be able to kind of reach me. But they kind of, they all go in a line, but they all kind of home in onto where I was last standing, or last positioned, etc. So provided you don't get kind of too far ahead of yourself, or kind of, you know, manoeuvre yourself such that you're trapped in a corner, then you'll be kind of fine. Just be careful to pay attention to the spikes. The hitboxes can be a little kind of funky. Don't hit your head. Oh, you're joking! No! No! Don't hit your head on a spike, and don't walk right into a spike that's situated on the floor as well! Fan-flipping-tastic! We get to do all of that 3 minutes worth all over again, and that was pretty much the end from what I recall. I'm hopefully we'll get to see it again pretty soon, but I'm pretty sure that was the last little tiny bit of this screen. So that was a fantastic place to really screw up on. And I swear, now notice I'm being really, really cautiously ridiculous now going through this area. I swear I wasn't anywhere near that flipping spike. Grr! I swear I wasn't. Having preached about being careful, taking your time, blah blah blah, I'm pretty sure I was, and I'm pretty sure I didn't touch that spike. Oh well. I really haven't got much else to say now other than just general whining, whining about what just happened there, because I honestly don't know if I got gypped out of that. I suspect probably not. I suspect I clipped it, or you know, the fuel hose of a Vic Viper might have scraped the side of a spike or something. I don't know, but I swear to God, it did not look like I touched that. Right, during that whining part of the commentary, we've pretty much got back to that where we were now. So just got to deal with the lag. The lag here is not so bad. I mean, obviously, I really don't want to experience lag in these types of games because they invariably never help. But this one's not so kind of intricate, or things are happening at such a kind of a fast pace that it's really that off-putting. It's just slow and tedious, really. And I'm a little bit kind of ahead of myself from where I was last time, so I've kind of slowed up a bit here so that I'm not kind of getting myself into a corner for when these homing fruit come at me. Right, this was fine, wasn't it? Right, this was the bit. Good God, please don't mess this up. Yeah, that was fine. Good. Right, and be careful there, because as soon as you hit that point, or I think as soon as it hits that point, the Vic Viper disappears and you immediately plummet. So just make sure you're moving to the right and get out of the screen, and so that you don't land on the spikes on the floor. Now this section, I swear to God, there should be, or you think there certainly would be, a trigger somewhere at the top that's going to completely screw you over. But just keep walking to the right. There really isn't. So yeah, that's about 5-6 minutes. So this screen I don't particularly like, but yeah, that took a lot. That took quite a bit of time. So. I might just cut it there, and we'll be back in a second. Back again, let's continue with stage 4. And as you can see up there, this is supposedly the world's hardest game. I'm not actually sure which I want to be the game this is from, or if indeed this is just a kind of a spoof of that game or whatever, but the gimmick here is you need to collect the little, they look yellow to me, again, so apologies, I have difficulty with colour with certain colours. They look yellow, but you have to collect all the little yellow icons and avoid the blue ones. Or the blue moving ones. And the problem again with this one, as in quite a lot of screens on this stage, is there's a lot of backtracking. You couldn't possibly get this one down at the bottom without having to go pretty much start all over again. So you have to pretty much clear this screen twice, including this jump here, which is a right bastard. And I hate it. Because often you either hit your head on the damn ceiling and you screw up your jump, or you go so far to the right that you lose your ability to double jump and you just plummet onto the spikes below. So I hate that jump, and I hate the fact that you have to do it twice in this damn screen. But oh well. The rest isn't really too bad, to be honest. It's just, I really just find this jump the irritating bits, and that's twice now I've messed up on it. None of the other cliff jumps in this one seem to give me all that much trouble, nor do I tend to have all problems with this jump like the first time round. That's I messed up a little bit on the first time I did this go, but I haven't died now on trying to make that jump on any of the first times I've tried to do it. It's when going around the second time that I've messed up. Timing on this bottom bit can be a bit tricky as well. I'm just being very cautious here to try and make sure I don't make my move while the blue one that's going up and down is right in my path when going up through the floor there. Nope, that's not good. No, didn't have my double jump again. See that jump? I don't know why it's every single time it's the second go. Oh, look at that. I actually got my double jump there. I didn't think I would, and I didn't bother going for it, which was really stupid of me. Fortunately, it was only on the first go-through. If that had been on my second go-through, I would be really kicking myself about now. I hate that jump. I hate that jump so much. Cliff jumps in general, not good, but I don't like this one in particular. Probably just because I have to do it twice. And I just know that when I come to get that, I'll mess up on probably jumping up to the teleporter. At the moment, you can kind of see. At the moment, there's kind of like what looks pinkish kind of block in the way. As soon as I get this last icon, that will disappear, so I can now get in the teleporter. So yeah, I couldn't before. Obviously, I have to collect all the icons. let's not be hasty, let's just wait and not have a really unnecessary death there. No, that would have been good. Yes, please don't mess up this jump. Yes. Whew. Good God, I'm glad that screen's over. And hello, what looks like well, stupid death. But I want to be the GB. There, as with the original screen, there seem to be kind of all these different ways that you can go. So, damn it, to the left here, up to the top, and also to the right here after this platform. All three of those are death, so don't even bother trying to go that way. The only path that you can get out of the screen for is at the bottom left. Right, there's going to be a trigger here. I think it's on the, coming from the right-hand wall, so I'm not quite sure where it triggers though, so I need to pay attention and keep my wits about me. But now I think I've got an idea of roughly when it's going to strike. So if I can make this jump, which isn't terribly easy, we should be fine next time. He says with some degree of confidence, not a lot. There is a screen that looks very similar to this in I Want to Kill the Kamilia 2, but I'd say it's about, oh, I don't know, maybe 100 times harder. Just spikes kind of a bit more all over the place, lots more, damn it! Triggers all over the place, and that area right that's kind of at the bottom, toward the middle in the bottom, the floor there actually gives way. On the screen, and I Want to Kill the Kamilia 2, and you have to make a really obnoxious jump. There we go. Don't mess up now. Thank you. Right. I'll just save here actually. And once I get through this, because I'm going to die here, I'll save it again. Yeah, here. This bit here, there is no floor there. In the screen, I Want to Kill the Kamilia 2 on this for this one. That is really freaking annoying. As is forgetting there that the floor is fake. Yippee. Oh, this screen. This is a bit of a chore. The thing's gone on, recording's gone on for about five minutes or so probably took a good time for another cut. Right, let's pick this up. And I believe we're at... Okay, I'll get back to that in a minute when I finish talking about what I was going to say. I believe we're at the final screen before the boss. So, yay, we are getting pretty much through stage 4. But, oh, bugger it. Yeah, this screen, as with pretty much... Okay, let's address that right now. There is a platform that's supposedly there that I can stand on. Just to the right of this area here, like that. So why I kept falling through the platform there, I have no idea. It's really quite irritating. Thankfully, it happens at the kind of the beginning of this annoying spike weaving screen, and not later on during it. Otherwise, it would be even more annoying. But yeah, whilst it's like that, why on earth did that kill me? Whilst it is irritating, at least, as I say, it is at the beginning of this screen, so I can forgive it for that. But yeah, I keep messing that up. But yeah, this screen, as with pretty much a lot of the screens in this stage, involve lots of kind of convoluted routes through screens. You'll kind of see the route I'm kind of taking here in order to get up to the top left is very, well, convoluted, and not the normal route you'd think to take. But I'm pretty much stuck on that path. Either invisible blocks or spike triggers make going any other way really, really difficult. Once you get up the top here, don't celebrate just yet. There are some spikes that rise up. I'm being very careful here because I can't remember exactly where they all are. I think there's one more. Is it this last one? Come on. Yes. And then still don't celebrate just yet. Oh, that really, really pissed me off the first time I played this screen. But yeah. Fake that one out and now we're done. Yeah, convoluted screen, intricate spike weaving. If you don't know the path, not fun. It can take you a while to figure out the path you need to take there. Right, that only took a couple of minutes for this recording, so we're at the boss. Let's find out what the stage 4 boss is. And it's someone a bit more recognisable. Well, it will be after the initial customary avoidance battle stuff. Just about, yep, just about okay. Avoid the fruit, now avoid more fruit. I don't think there's really anything that's kind of too tricky in this first phase, it's just rather tedious if you die to it, etc. More fruit that kind of homes in. I think if you kind of stand roughly on these kind of Mario type blocks here or whatever they are, then you're fine. But now once you get through the avoidance stuff, Geezer finally shows himself, and we get the kind of same kind of fight that we got in I Wanna Kill the Guy. Funnily enough, also the boss of stage, world, chapter, whatever, 4. So, a bunch of Goombas come out first off. The second phase, I can't remember what the hell that thing is called. I don't want to call it a spine because that's more Mega Man-y type thing. So, for the life of me, with apologies for what on earth that thing's actually called, yeah, don't jump on that. It'll obviously kill you. Just kill the Goombas. And the last bit, which again appears in the real fight, is the hammer phase, which is by far the most difficult of the ones on the original to get through. Damn it! Oh. What the hell? Did I not hold right far enough on the starter there? Anyway, yeah, that was not a good start there. I'm just noticing the recording's going on. I don't really want this to drag on to the point where I get far enough in the fight that I actually the recording doesn't save. So I'm actually just going to probably take a quick cut there, and I'll pick up the story of Geezer fight when we come back. Okay, let's pick up Geezer again and not die to the spike right at the top left-hand side of the screen again. Now this bit, this first bit, I didn't really explain it too much. While it looks really intimidating, if you kind of hold left, if you kind of start off here and kind of, you're probably fine going right or anything like that. But if you hold left and you start if you start around there, you'll find that they kind of they tend to avoid you. So that's not too bad. I hate the Pegasus attack up there where it shoots the things kind of in a kind of a spiral formation, but quickly at you. They can be really frigging annoying to dodge. I never seem to be able to find those ones. I never seem to be able to have a really good time dodging them. And it subsequently kind of throws me off my positioning where I need to be for later parts of that area, particularly the ones where they kind of go slowly, but kind of go in a kind of an oval shape or whatever and home in at you. So I'm kind of hoping you kick off with those really, but again, you're not. And you're shooting a lot more of those ones than I would like. But I think we're fine this time. Stay in the middle here and avoid the fruit. Now get over to the left and avoid more fruit and stars and other crap that's coming up on the screen. Okay, yeah, and make it to this bit, and I was in the completely wrong position. Thanks, Fruit and Stars, for forcing me completely where I didn't want to be. I didn't get a chance to appear on these kind of like light-coloured grey-coloured blocks here, where I know that I can pretty much just kind of shift left and right, or probably even actually just stand perfectly still and dodge everything. But yeah, thanks for kind of forcing me into an area that I really did not want to go at that particular point in time. That was much appreciated. Right, let's hope that this time I can get where I want to be. Not really, no, but okay, yeah, fine. Right, time for the Goomba phase again. I say the first two are not, a bit like probably the fight, if you've ever played it on I Wanna Kill the Guy. The first two of these, well, this is how the fight really kicks off anyway, but the first two of these are really no problem. I mean, the first one's just, you know, jump on the Goomba's head. This one, just be careful not to kind of like either mistime a jump and not, you know, land on the Goombas, which are obviously slightly bigger, and obviously avoid the spine, or whatever the hell it's called. Apologies for calling it a spine. The real difficulty comes with the Hammer Bro, with the not the Hammer Bros, because they don't make an appearance, but the Hammer phase. they can just kind of come in really difficult patterns to kind of arc yourself over. That was okay. I think we might be okay here if I can hit these. And now you'll see why I would have been so irritated that I died to the last, or to the hammer on that last bit when I had one Goomba left, because if I'd done that, I'd have got to this phase where I get to go up on the screen and pummel Geezer and get to the next phase. And what is brilliant about this fight, or at least here, is that this is now a save point. So if I die now, unless I've grossly misremembered what's going on here, as various consoles come flying through from the I want to be the GB boss fight. So yeah, unless I've grossly misremembered this boss fight, I should now get a save at the Metroid area bit with the 50-second countdown. So now, yeah, if I die, I'll restart there and not have to do the entire fight again. So that very first time where I had just one Goomba left to kill was really freaking annoyingly timed. So was that. Restarting the Metroid phase, good. So yeah, I think it might have even been first go, I'm not 100% sure, but it was pretty quick. It was pretty near first go. I would have had to have not gone through all that crap again. I'd have got straight to this point and I'd have saved here and not had to do it all again. But yeah, I mean, obviously this is a significant step up in difficulty from the first three bosses. There's a lot more kind of going on here, but even so, it's not too bad. Whenever you see a giant arrow here, giant arrow there, then you know that lava's going to be coming up from the bottom of the screen. So obviously just kind of do a double jump at that point in time. The only thing that can be quite tricky is if you're kind of in the middle of a jump when you're trying to avoid one of these enemies that's going across the screen horizontally. When that happens, then you'll pretty much find that you have absolutely you're mid-air as the lava's rising and you'll miss. You won't be able to dodge it. So just pay attention to that. Vic Viper time, hop in there and just kind of pummel away at Geezer really. There are lots of different fruit that come on here, pretty much from that side-scrolling screen we saw earlier, and they come out in different patterns. Depending on where they appear, they can be quite annoying. I really find the yellow kind of one quite irritating if it is shooting out on the side that you're on, because they can be very, very difficult to gauge where they're going to appear. Oh, thanks for following me to the left-hand side of the screen. Now, yeah, stay on the right-hand side of the screen and we'll be good. Come on, you're almost down. Red fruit would be lovely. Yes! And get up. Don't be at the bottom left-hand side. Still having to avoid fruit here, that's lovely. Don't be at the bottom side of the screen when you kill this thing, or, yeah, that might kill you. I've never actually got hit by it, but I don't know, that might kill you. Recording is really running on, so hopefully this saves. Okay, back again just very quickly. I'm not going to start stage 5, but I wanted to end the video on a slightly less abrupt note. So next time we'll pick up with stage 5. But yeah, I just kind of want to sum up stage 4. As you can tell from the length of this video, yeah, a significant step up in difficulty from the earlier stages. Including the boss, although I don't think ultimately it gave me all that much more of a difficult time than the boss of stage 3, funnily enough, from a time point of view. But yeah, it is still harder. The screens are a lot harder in stage 4. Convoluted paths to get through screens, intricate spike weaving, triggers, some of them very fast moving, and yeah, stage 4 is really where the game starts to pick up the difficulty. And I'm sure stage 5, which we'll be tackling next time, will be just delightful. So, yeah. Stay tuned next time when we will kick off stage 5. See you then.